Imagine preparing for a first date with crushed red dirt, animal fat, and a sharp bone. No mirror, no bathroom light, no skincare fridge, no tiny golden spoon for expensive face cream. Just you, a cave wall, a suspicious puddle, and confidence strong enough to scare a mammoth. And here is the weird part. Ancient humans were not just trying to survive. They were also trying to look good while surviving. Yes, somebody was absolutely sitting near a fire thinking, this fur cloak is practical, but does it say mysterious forest legend? When we imagine prehistoric people, we often picture messy hair, dirt, panic, and someone yelling because a saber-toothed cat arrived uninvited. That picture is too simple. Long before fashion weeks, beauty salons, or influencers saying link in bio, people were decorating their bodies, styling their hair, making jewelry, painting skin, and sending social signals with serious dedication. The big question is not whether ancient humans cared about beauty. The big question is why they cared so much. Because when your daily schedule includes finding food, avoiding predators, and not freezing overnight, spending time on appearance feels almost ridiculous. Yet they did it anyway. And that is where things get interesting. The first beauty product might have been color, not lipstick from a luxury brand, not blush with a fancy French name. We are talking about ochre, a natural red and yellow pigment from rocks and clay. Ancient people crushed it, mixed it, and used it on bodies, objects, tools, and probably faces. Red ochre was everywhere. It was like the prehistoric version of a best-selling makeup palette. Picture someone grinding red pigment on a stone. Their friend watches and says, "Are you preparing for war?" And they answer, "No, I just want my cheekbones to survive the winter emotionally." Ochre was not only decoration. It may have protected skin from sun, insects, or cold. It may have marked identity, rituals, or status. It could mean, I belong to this group. It could mean, I am ready for ceremony. It could also mean, I woke up like this after 30 minutes of rock powder. Then came jewelry, and not basic jewelry either. Ancient humans made beads from shells, bones, teeth, stones, and ostrich eggshell. Think about the patience required. No electric drill, no online tutorial, no easy 5-minute craft. Just tiny objects, hard material, and determination that would defeat most modern attention spans in 11 seconds. A necklace made from animal teeth was not just decoration. It was a message. It might say, I am brave. It might say, my family is skilled. It might say, this animal had teeth, and now I have fashion. Now imagine walking into a prehistoric gathering. One person wears a shell necklace. Another has feathers in their hair. Someone else has red paint across their chest. Suddenly, the cave is not just a shelter. It is basically a runway with worse lighting and more biting insects. And then there was hair. Hair has always been dramatic. Even before shampoo commercials, humans had to deal with it. Hair could be braided, tied, cut, shaped, decorated, or covered. It could show age, role, group identity, or personal style. Ancient people may have used combs made from bone or wood, which means one of humanity's oldest battles was probably against tangles. Somewhere in prehistory, a person definitely woke up, touched their hair. The tribe cannot see me like this. That is not science. That is emotional truth. But beauty was not only about looking attractive. It was about being recognized. In a dangerous world, identity mattered. Your decorations could tell others who you were. Friend or stranger, adult or child, hunter or healer, member of this group or outsider from another valley. Beauty was communication before written language became popular and ruined everyone's handwriting. Body paint could transform a person. Around the fire, in ritual, during hunting, or before important gatherings, painted skin turned ordinary bodies into symbols. Lines, dots, handprints, and patterns could carry meaning. They could create fear, unity, mystery, or respect. Think of it as ancient branding. Except instead of a logo, you had red clay across your face and a feather stuck sideways because nobody had invented quality control. Then the drama increases. Because some beauty practices were painful. Not these shoes hurt painful. More like, why are we doing this with sharp objects? Painful. Humans have modified their bodies for thousands of years. Tattoos, scarification, piercing, and tooth decoration appeared in many cultures later in history. Some methods likely began very early, with skin marking and body alteration used for identity, courage, belonging, or ritual power. Beauty was not always soft. Sometimes beauty said, I endured this. Sometimes it said, I am part of the group. Sometimes it said, yes, this hurt, but now I look terrifyingly important. And honestly, that is not completely different today. People still wax, pluck, bleach, peel, inject, squeeze, freeze, laser, and pay money to be mildly attacked by beauty technology. Ancient humans used bones and pigment. We use appointments and receipts. The spirit is the same. The tools just got shinier and more expensive. Now comes the funniest twist. Ancient beauty was probably more practical than modern beauty in many ways. Their decorations often had multiple jobs. Pigment could protect skin. Clothing showed skill and kept people warm. Jewelry could signal alliances. Hairstyles could show identity. Body marks could build group unity. Meanwhile, modern humans sometimes buy a tiny bottle of liquid called Morning Glow and hope it fixes sleep deprivation, poor decisions, and 3 coffees before noon. But prehistoric beauty had a serious side too. In small groups, social connection was survival. Being accepted mattered. Being trusted mattered. Looking like part of the group could protect you. If everyone wore certain marks during a ritual, not wearing them might feel strange. Appearance helped people belong, so beauty was never just vanity. It was language, it was memory, it was emotion. It was social technology before technology had batteries. And the materials were everywhere. A red stone became pigment. A shell became a bead. A bone became a comb. A feather became a statement. Animal hide became clothing. Clay became body paint. Every landscape was basically a prehistoric beauty supply store, but with more wolves. Of course, there was no guarantee of success. Some trends probably failed immediately. Someone may have tried a mud hairstyle, and everyone quietly agreed never to discuss it again. Someone may have worn too many bones and sounded like a walking kitchen drawer. Someone may have painted a design so confusing that the whole tribe asked, is that spiritual or did you fall? But experimentation is human. We try things, we decorate, we improve, we copy, we judge, we pretend we are not judging. Then we judge again later near the fire. The peak of this story is simple. Ancient humans were not ugly, careless background characters in a survival game. They were creative. They were social. They were symbolic. They looked at the world and thought, this can become meaning. A rock was not just a rock. It could become color. A shell was not just a shell. It could become identity. A body was not just a body. It could become a message. It is incredible. Archaeologists have found ancient pigments, beads, decorated objects, carved figures, and evidence of personal ornamentation across many regions. These finds suggest that humans cared about appearance tens of thousands of years ago, not because they had nothing better to do, but because beauty helped them connect, express, remember, and belong. So the next time someone says beauty is shallow, remember this. Humans were decorating themselves before cities, before money, before writing, and long before anyone filmed a skincare routine beside a houseplant. Deep inside us, there is still that ancient person. The one who picks a necklace before leaving. The one who fixes their hair in a dark phone screen. The one who chooses an outfit that says, I am ready for the world. The only difference is that today when we want to look beautiful, we open a makeup bag. Ancient humans opened the ground, crushed a rock, tied on some teeth, painted their face, and walked into the Stone Age like they owned the cave.